Hi, it's John. It's 5:14 a.m. Thursday, July the 30th. I hope you're having a great day today. Got the big blue mug of coffee. Well, I didn't expect to be talking about this today, but I am absolutely incensed this morning. Canada is dead. It is a failed country. You wonder how far it can fall, and it falls even farther. And I don't think there's any saving it at this point, folks. There isn't. Any country that would elect the Liberals 4 times in a row and elect somebody like Mark Carney, who I think is a nutcase, has lost its way. We have a divide now, and it's so evident. I've never seen this like this before, and I know that we're constantly bombarded with this stuff because of the internet, but I don't ever recall having a division quite like we've got right now. We have 2 different countries existing at the same time, and maybe we should just divide up the country into 2 and let the right have one side and the left have the other. And I was going to talk actually this morning about, is her name Taylor Sweeney? This is an issue in the States. It's like viral. This young woman, beautiful blonde young girl. I don't even know who she is. Honest to God, I'm 60 years old. I don't know who Taylor Sweeney is. I don't know what she does. Is she an actress? Is she a singer? I don't know. But she's done a commercial, a jean commercial, and the left is losing their minds because they had the audacity to say she has good genes. Genes. And of course, you know what they wrap that up in. The R word pops up. Ends with an ist. And in Canada, might not be exactly the same thing, but we have the left rejoicing because a guy they didn't even know 3 weeks ago has the audacity to come here and talk about God and sing. And they're glad that he's being canceled, and it's all over social media. Oh, God, he's been canceled in another place. Apparently, Abbotsford, British Columbia, has canceled his concert. We have a divide here. And it plays right into the hands of the people who rule over us. And it is one of the reasons why I want to get out. I did a video yesterday asking Danielle Smith, Danielle, let's just leave. You're not going to get what you want. And I know she doesn't agree with what this video is about today. I know she, wonder if she'll have a statement on this. Canada has long been committed to a 2-state solution, an independent, viable, and sovereign Palestinian state living side by side with the state of Israel in peace and security. My statement on Canada's recognition of a Palestinian state. Ladies and gentlemen, this man who just showed up back in January, the same people that are going on about how ridiculous and awful it is that Pierre Poilievre is running in Battle River Crowfoot because he doesn't live there, are perfectly fine that Mark Carney showed up in January, hadn't lived here in 10 years, and ran into Nepean, did exactly the same thing. This man is a nutcase. He does not represent me. The Liberal Party does not represent me, and if you voted for this, you are a bad person. Here's the statement at his website, and for a justification for doing this, he actually uses this, and here it is. I've got it highlighted. The ongoing failure by the Israeli government to prevent the rapidly deteriorating humanitarian disaster in Gaza with impeded access to food and other essential humanitarian supplies. See, this is the thing that the left has latched onto. Israel is starving children in Gaza. They buy the lie perpetuated by the terrorists themselves, which is Hamas. Because Hamas is a terrorist organization. The Prime Minister of Canada is rewarding terrorism. This is a lie. Israel's not starving children. Here's an article. I'll put a link in the description from Front Page magazine. Who is really starving Gaza? The world deserves to stop being lied to. Now, I woke up this morning seeing this. This is at Jihad Watch. Canada pledging $30 million in Gaza aid, $10 million for Palestinian Authority to work towards statehood. Now, from the statement from Mark Carney, Canada's already committed over $340 million in humanitarian aid to address the dire humanitarian situation in Gaza, including $30 million in new funding to help address the needs of Palestinian civilians and $10 million to support the Palestinian Authority's role in stabilizing and governing the West Bank. Now, there are some conditions here. Hamas has to release all the hostages, must disarm, and not play a role in the future governments of Palestine. But that's not going to happen, folks. Past behavior, best way to judge future behavior. What always happens? Israel backs off, Hamas arms, they attack in a few years. The same thing's going to happen. Israel wants to end this. Hamas has to be destroyed completely. And then there's this. Wow! Canada has just announced it's backing statehood for Palestine. That'll make it very hard for us to make a deal. Trade deal with them. Oh, Canada. Yeah. You see, the division we've got in the country, we're at this point now. See, Mark Carney was the best person to make a deal with Donald Trump. And I've been saying since he floated the tariff thing, was it late November last year, when Trudeau was still prime minister, that the Liberals needed a crisis. They need the tariffs. It will help them get elected. It did. And they continue to hold on to it because now not getting a deal makes Canada strong. This is what they believe. And that's where we are, folks. All these other countries have fallen in line, and Donald Trump has got good deals for his country. But Mark Carney's strong because we haven't got a deal. That's where we are now, folks. And then there's this. John Ivison, National Post. Carney's Palestinian recognition emboldens terror, not peace. Recognition of a Palestinian state would vindicate Hamas's strategy that jihad, violence, and blood sacrifice is how you get what you want. Mark Carney is rewarding terrorism, and he's rewarding Hamas. And this is not in my name. This man does not represent me. The Liberal Party does not represent me. He's being cheered on by people online over this. This is wrong. This will make things worse. Not a cent of money should go to these people in my name. I want out. I'm tired of this. And should I go here? I have had people in the independence movement, and I've seen people do videos online saying, don't hate on Canada. We don't want to make enemies, but I don't like Canada anymore. Do I hate Canada? That close. I have family that live in Canada. I love about half of the people that live there. The rest of them I have got no time for. Anybody who would vote for this. I don't like your country anymore. I don't like being part of your country anymore. I will do better off when I'm not part of your country. I'm tired of being held up by the Liberal government on everything, our natural resources, on food prices being through the roof, on housing being a mess, on immigration being a mess. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of people like Mark Carney speaking on my behalf. He does not speak for me on this issue. If you live in the rest of the world, I don't agree with this. Thanks for watching. I'll try to be more cheerful in my next one. Have yourself a great day. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.